Hey guys, and welcome to Deck Tech of my not latest but greatest deck, Dune Brood. It consists of white, green, red, and black. It's pretty awesome. I've ordered it in mana usage. I've already tried to record this once, but I got halfway through and my phone ran out of memory. So this will probably be in two halves. So let's get started. First off, we've got two Elvish Mystics. 1/1 for 1 green. Tap to add 1 green to your mana pool. Very good for mana ramping. Yeah, I just don't see why you wouldn't want Elvish Mystics if you're running anything with green in them. 2 Soldier of the Pantheons. 2/1 for 1. Protection for multicolored, which is just awesome. Even at late game, this is just such a great chunk blocker against, say, I don't know, a god from after Theros. It just chunk blocks like mad. Spirit of the Labyrinth, 2-drop, 3/1. Each player can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Not great, not bad. It's okay, I guess. Good for attacking turn 3. But by then, your opponents would probably have some good stuff out in the field. I just have them in there as a sort of like a space holder, I guess you could say. 3 Fleece main lines, a green and a white for a 3/3, which is just amazing in my opinion. 3, 1 green and 1 white for Monstrosity 1. As long as it's monstrous, it has hexproof and indestructible. That's another great, I guess, threat, you could call it, against your opponents. My friends I play against most of the time always hate me when I get Fleece Mainline out. 2 Sylvan characters, 0/3 for 2. Defender hexproof and tap to add 1 of any colour mana to your mana pool. Waiting for 2 more of these. Absolutely incredible card. Just why not? Hammer of Perforus, 1, 2 red. Creature control half haste. And for 2 and 1 red and tap, sacrifice the land, put a 3/3 colourless golem enchantment onto the battlefield. And he gets haste from this. So again, it's not the best ability, but the effect is quite nice and it's devotion. So a Giant Caller of the Pride, and this is my first planeswalker of the deck. I believe I have 3 in here. I'm not too sure. I might only have 2 at the moment. 3-drop starts on 4. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Great. -3. Target creature gains flying and double strike until end of turn. That's the thing. That's what gets my friends every time. Every time I bring him out, I use that. Hit him with a 5/5 flying double strike Pelucranos. It's just ridiculous. -8, put X 2/2 white cat creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is your life total. Again, not that great of ability, but still, if you can and if you've got loads of life, why not? But they just get dealt with so easily. Next, we've got 2 Boros Reckoners, 3 for 3/3, and the 3 is Boros, so white and red. And for 1 Boros, he gets first strike until end of turn. But the thing about him is whenever he's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target creature or player. You can chunk block, say a 10/10 with one of these, and you deal 10 damage to target creature or player. It's just perfect. Armed and Dangerous. 1 and 1 red, target creature gets +1/+1 and double strike to turn. That's bugged me over again. Lots in haste aggro decks before. Dangerous, 3 and 1 green. All creatures able to block the target creature this turn do so. So you can either arm 1 and make 1 dangerous to get in for the final hit, or arm and dangerous both on 1 creature to essentially kill all their creatures, which is awesome. Banisher Priest, a bit of removal, 3 for 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature and opponent controls until it leaves. So pretty nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit of removal. Master of the Feast, 3 for a 5/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a note of a card, but he's a 3 for 5/5 flying, so why not? Bird of Nylea, 3-drop, attacking creature to control a death touch, and for 2 and tap, put a 1/1 counter target creature, deals 2 damage to flying creature, gain 3 life, or put top 4 cards into your library. Put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard into the bottom of your library in any order, so that one I wouldn't use much. I guess it's good and dredge, but the life gain in that is pretty nice. Spear of Heliod, 3-drop, creature in control get +1/+1. For 3 and tap, destroy creature that don't damage you this turn, which is just, I think that's awesome. Godsend, 3-drop and equip for 3. equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever that equipped creature deals combat attacks or is blocked. Sorry, whenever it blocks or is blocked, exile that creature or exile one of the creatures that's blocking or blocked by it. So opponents can't cast spells with the same name as opponents can't cast cards with the same name as cards exiled with Godsend. Trying to say that while reading it. Trying to say it differently while reading it. Tajic for 4, 2/2. He's indestructible. Whenever Tajic and at least 2 other creatures attack, Tajic gets +5/+5 until end of turn. Quite good. Better in an actual Boros aggro deck, but still, why not? Heliod, God of the Sun, 4-drop, 5/6, indestructible, devotion to 5, blah blah blah. Other creatures you control get vigilance. That's why he's in here. The 2/1 white cleric for 4 is never relevant. So Perforus, God of the Forge for 4. He's a 6/5, indestructible, devotion 5, blah blah, red. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's the only time a Giannis ultimate is ever useful to me. So, and for 3 creatures you control, get +1/+0 until end of turn, which is not bad if you're attacking with lots of creatures. Flame Wreath Phoenix for 4, 3/3, flying, tribute 2. When it enters the battlefield, if tribute wasn't paid, it gains haste, and when this creature dies, return it to its owner's hand. So, it's either a 5/5 or a 3/3 with haste that returns your hand when it dies. I mean, you know. Peluknos, 4-drop for 5/5, Monstrosity X for X, X and green. So you can do 1/1 and green, 2/2 and green, blah blah blah. Whenever he becomes monstrous, he deals X damage, so the 1, 2, or 3 or whatever, divided as you choose among any number of target creatures your opponents control. Each of those creatures deals damage equal to its power to Peluknos. So, I mean, if you're monstrositying him for enough, you can kill some stuff, but you can also just make a giant Hydra. And this is the foil alternate art version, which is pretty sweet. Into the Wilds, 4-drop at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Meh. It's just another placeholder, but it's also got a little bit of devotion because it's an enchantment. Mogus, 4-drop, 7/5. Devotion to black and red, 7, blah blah blah. Indestructible. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, he deals 2 damage to that player unless they sacrifice a creature, which is just, I think that's awesome. So you're either taking 2 damage or losing a creature. I mean, it's not great against a token deck, but it's still pretty nice. Next, we've got 2 Whip of Erebos. One of them's a foil, as you can see, because it's still pretty. Creature control will have lifelink, and for 4, you can return target creature from graveyard to the battlefield against haste. Exile it at the beginning of your own step. Only do this as an instant, only do this as a sorcery, not an instant. But that's still pretty nice. Bringing that Arbor Colossus in back with haste and lifelink is just perfect. And lastly, for this half, we've got 2 Polish Crushers. So they're 4/4 for 4, trample, protection from enchantments, and for 6 you can monstrosity them for 3, and whenever they deal combat damage to a player, if he's monstrous, destroy target enchantment that player controls. So that's just a brilliant, I think that's just a great effect, a bit of removal for enchantments. But yeah, so that's the first half of this deck tech, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you the next half, and have a little sneaky peeky look at it. It gets a lot better in here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.